Welcome, welcome to the magic of South Carolina. And I'm your host, Eddie Mitchell. Sorry, my hair's a bit a mess, but we'll get that straight. um, Had the first show and went over the things that I really want to get across to you. Um, and I'll mention them again today. One of the things I forgot to talk about was um, was religion. Um, I happen to be a Catholic from my sins, but I don't care what religion you are. It doesn't matter to me one iota. Or if you don't believe, I don't care. That's your choice. And so that's why with this program, I don't want any politics at all. And whatever religion you are, good luck. Whatever you worship, whoever you worship, whatever you do is entirely up to you. I just want you to help people. That's the big aim of this broadcast, to help people. And that's what my whole aim in life is and always has been. I try very hard to help the young people and the veterans, particularly. They've done a great job for us, and I really love them and thank them beyond anything. So, one of the things that I want to get across is let's help someone today. Let's get out there and do some things that's going to bring a smile to someone's face. And it's really not too difficult to do, believe me. Um, and whether it's a baby or an animal or an old person, whatever you, whoever you want to share pleasure with, please do. Anyway, um, let's go back to the original concept of this broadcast. That's my books. Um, I have, I've told you before, I have two books out at the moment, and I hope, hopefully, by this time next year, I'll have 20 books out. I've written most of them. I just need to dot the I's and cross the T's. So please bear with me. Um, and some of the books are, you're going to really enjoy. Um, one of the things that I focused on, obviously from South Carolina's point of view, is Goose Creek. I live in Goose Creek. I love Goose Creek, um, and that's been the main feature of what I've been doing. Obviously, I, most of the people I can help are around here. I can't get around like I used to, and I love to help people all over the place. So no matter where you are in South Carolina, if I can help in any way, please let me know. Uh, my email is londonman11 at AOL.com, and I'll try and get back to you. Uh, I understand already we've had people um, viewing this broadcast, and I just want to get that number up to 1 million plus. So, whatever you're doing, tell people about us and tell people, hey, let's have peace. Let's enjoy our lives and forget the garbage that goes on around us. And there's a lot of that. Um, it's really sad when I think about it. Um, Things happen. I mean, every day you put the news on and there's something else. Um, Whether it's a natural disaster or whether it's man-made. Um, it's sad. It really is sad. There's enough problems. There are enough problems in this world without us creating more. So please, please, please be peaceful. Enjoy life. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy whatever it is you like doing, whether it's art or history or sport. As those who heard me yesterday will know that I love sport. I just love it. I was brought up on it. My father was um, a soccer player. Was a bike rider. He was a runner, and I followed on those footsteps. I added golf to it. Um, I just love sport. Uh, Boxing. I love the fight game. Now, I've never been in there and never taken a punch, but I've got a lot of good friends who uh, who've been in the fight game. I like it very much. I've followed it from the 50s to today, although it's not as prevalent as it was. Um, there are still some good fighters out there. And the other side of it, I mentioned yesterday, wrestling. Okay, wrestling's wrestling, but I know some of the wrestlers. I've interviewed them and spoken to them, and they're a great bunch of guys. And again, I love it so much. The wrestling game. I used to go a lot to the Sportatorium in Dallas and see all the top people, uh, and I had the good fortune of meeting uh, Ric Flair. He came to Bishop McGuinness School with his daughter to they played basketball, or his daughter did, and Rick was the same. He was hooting and hollering like a crazy guy in the stands. So good memories. Um, I, I lay last night thinking of some of the memories I have, and one of them stands out in my mind. Um, it was my birthday, and I went to the Coconut Grove in LA, and Sammy Davis Jr. was singing, and all of a sudden the show stopped, and he said, "I've got a special occasion to mark here." We all sat up and wondered what that was, and he said, "I'm going to sing Happy Birthday to Eddie Mitchell." Whoa! I couldn't believe it, and so he did. Got me to stand up, and I was sitting by at the table by the stage. I stood up, and he sang "Happy Birthday" to me. So that was a brilliant time in my life, and I think that all these things coming together make you realise how lucky you are. And I want to give some of that luck to other people. I want people to realise that there are good people out there, that there are good things to enjoy, and particularly in South Carolina now, all the states have pluses. They all do, and I thoroughly enjoy every state I've visited. But South Carolina is special. Goose Creek is special, and I want you all to rally round and enjoy what I try to enjoy what I do. Um, I love the history of it all, the geography. There's so much to learn about each state that you don't know. There really is. Um, one of the things I'm doing some research on is the Middleton horse riding stables, Middleton Place, I think it's called, and there they have a horse riding stables, and people can go in and enjoy themselves and um, take themselves out riding. Uh, that's just terrific. Um, and a lot of people here who like the sea, um, and I've written several stories One about pirates, which is out now on Amazon. Um, Pirates are fascinating to me. The other side of that story, of course, are slaves. Um, it really, really gets to me that when if you can hear that, that's my cat. That's Pucko the cat, and he likes to be focused on everything. And I hope that my producer here, Lewis, can move him out if he can, so that I can continue speaking. And Lewis is just about to do that. Anyway, things that I like to do, um, as I said yesterday, I love the history and the geography of places. Um, I'm watching a series on Netflix, which is called Outlander. And if any of you are interested in history, in particularly Scottish history, um, then you should take a look at that. It's a long program. I mean, I think I'm on season 4 or 5, and there's several more to go. But it's just unbelievable. I love it, and it's something that well worth watching. I watch a couple of episodes every day, and I really, really, really enjoy it. The history is just incredible, and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm dreading when it ends, but it will. um, anyway, back to where I was originally, and that's the books. Um, the books I've written already, I've told you about, and the ones I've got in hand. Um, one of them is a series on soccer, and it's the first book in it. It's called the China Story, and there's Haitian and Knott's Forest, and just about 6, I think. And I'm getting those ready for publication, um, and I hope that you will take advantage of that. For those of you who live in Goose Creek, I've got my series on based around Mimi, my partner, and Pucko, my cat, or our cat. Um, and that is an interesting story. It covers everything from a robbery to a cricket match to darts to billiards to I don't know. I've got about 10, 11 stories on that so far, and they'll be out soon. And I hope you'll enjoy them. Um, and find out a little bit more about this area, about South Carolina. Um, I don't think a lot of people know that what goes on in the other areas. I mean, for example, in Rock Hill in the north, um, Rock Hill has a great cycle track, and if you're interested in cycling, it's a place to go. It's really good. It's a good surface. Um, they I haven't been there for a while, but the races were always fun. I raced up there several times, and the, it's the sort of place you can go and have a good afternoon or good evening of entertainment. There's so much sports. Hockey. I love ice hockey. The Stingrays, the South Carolina's team. What a team. I did a lot of stuff with them, and I used to go to the training center and write articles about the players, the skaters, and it was fun, so much fun. And they're a good team. They do pretty well. And then there's the soccer team, the Battery. Now, I've actually played against the Battery years ago. They were a good side. They beat us, I think, 2-1, if I remember rightly. Um, and the Battery have been around quite a while now. And they're a good side, well organised, and do fairly well. Lots of other sports, loads of other sports. There's even pickleball, would you believe? I've never played pickleball, um, but there you go. It's a sport in South Carolina that you can enjoy it, and people do enjoy it. So just if you've not been out and about and you want to have fun, look at turn it up on the internet. Turn up things that you think you might be interested in, and it will tell you about them. I mean, this area has so much to offer people. It really has. And I want you all to get out and enjoy it, please. And if you need any advice on where to go or what to do, call me or email me. It's much easier if you email me. And I will email you back and give you my insight on such places. I want this program to be a fountain of knowledge for, first of all, South Carolina, and as we grow, uh, it'll include other states and other countries. I have been fortunate enough to travel the world. I've been to most countries. I've not been to Australia or New Zealand, China, or Russia, but I've been to most others, and I regret that I've not been to those places. But who knows? I'm too old now. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about what other things can be done in South Carolina. Well, welcome back. Eddie Mitchell here is your host of The Magic of South Carolina, and I hope you're enjoying our chat. Um, there's so much to talk about in South Carolina, and it angers me. No, I shouldn't say that. It upsets me to think that people dismiss South Carolina, and it has so much to offer. And I know from the figures we're getting now that people are coming here more than they ever did. Um, Obviously, Charleston is one of the big drawing points. It's a charming city, has lots to offer, monuments and things of the past, slavery, um, and its port. So, if you haven't been here, take yourself to China. China, sure, take yourself to China, yeah. Take yourself to Charleston. Um, but then there are a lot of other places. Savannah, which I have really enjoyed. Um, and mainly because it has the trees that overhang the lanes. Um, it has a very big festival there. I think it's in March, um, Irish festival, and it's a great place to visit. Columbia, which is across the state, um, I had coached the soccer team there for quite a while, and it's a nice town. Um, had fond memories of it, and enjoyed being my time there. So many other places on this planet within the borders of South Carolina. Just so much to offer people, from beautiful forests to walks to the sea, the coast. Um, it's incredible. Excuse me. Um, one of the things that I'm working on is a bus ride from north to the south, um, taking in the islands. Now, I do this in another story, but um, I really want to get across even stronger what the islands have to offer this state. That they're beautiful, and some of them are difficult to reach. Some of them are private. A few of them are. But if you need any assistance with these going to these places, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. The islands of South Carolina are beautiful and are a must for people. They really are. And there's something that you can take yourself to an island and lose yourself in that island. They have so much to offer people. They really do. Um, but apart from that, parks. South Carolina has some beautiful, beautiful parks um, all over the place, and you can get information on those. Um, the South Carolina, I'm not sure the name of it. I should have looked this up before I came on. Um, but the parks have a brochure out that tells you about each park and what it offers, and you should go there, see these places. The oak, the great oak, which is down near me in Goose Creek. It's beautiful. It's years old, and I've spent quite a lot of time out there and enjoyed it. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, and something that everyone should have the opportunity of seeing. Um, the rivers, the rivers are incredible. Some of them are very, very long, um, and some of them are just out of this world with views, and you can take a boat ride down them and enjoy yourself. Um, it's incredible what you can get from visiting these islands. Anyway, enough of South Carolina at the moment. Let's talk about helping people. One of my big things in life has always been to help people and to get people to do things. I know it's hard. You're stuck on your own, you don't know what to do, and it's hard. But please get up and join in with somebody. Go to a club um, and get involved. There are a lot of, for the older people, there are a lot of clubs in South Carolina that you can join um, and enjoy the camaraderie of the club. They have lunches and breakfasts and dinners and all sorts of things. They do trips, and that's what you need. If you're not out there in the world, then you should get out there, please. And the thing to do is to do it peacefully. I can't understand all this horrendous events that go on. I mean, unbelievable. Yesterday, I heard a person drove a car into a synagogue, I think it was somewhere. I don't think it was South Carolina, but it doesn't matter where it was. No one deserves that. No one deserves to die because of your ill thinking. No one. And the children, they should be taught the correct way to do things. Now, I know it's not possible, all these things I'm asking, but you should make an effort. Help the kids. Uh, along the way. And whatever that is, it's sending them on uh, um, sending them on a trip to a sports event, whatever that is, um, somewhere that they can enjoy themselves, learn about a sport, learn about art. Art is beautiful. I love art. I'm not any good at it, um, but I love it. I'm not the best person in the world with a paintbrush in my hand, except doing a wall or something. But uh, just think about what you can offer people and what you have that you can bring to the table. Whatever it is, whatever experience you've had in life, you can transfer that to people and get across to them how to live a good life. Sorry about my sniffy nose allergies. But that's true, you know. Nobody wants to live a miserable life. Nobody. And I know things can be hard. They are hard. They are definitely hard. With food prices going up, with gas prices going up, just everything goes up. But that's the way it is. And there's nothing you or I can stop from doing that. But having said that, you can change your attitude. And that's the whole premise of this conversation, that you change your attitude, that you turn around and say, okay, if you guys want to do that, then, and I don't agree with it, then I won't do it, and I'm going to go and do whatever. So, so there. I've always been someone who's rocked the boat, so to speak, and I will continue to do that. I will continue to say stuff for the poor person in the street. I'm never going to slam you with taxes or problems day to day. I'm going to make it peaceful for you. And I know some of you turn around and say, well, we can't get that peace. Well, you can all work at it. Work at being peaceful. You don't have to listen to all this garbage that's on television or radio. You don't. You don't have to agree with it. I turn it off. As soon as I hear you know who, it goes off. And so that's the way it is. I don't have to worry about him or his cohorts. I just want to live my life. And I do that with respect to everyone. That I want you to go and enjoy your life, and really pick up on things that are good. One of the things that I found has been very good for me was the club I formed, which is called the Special Ones. And the Special Ones Club was first of all aimed at the physically and mentally handicapped. Because these folks do need help. Um, and I think I might have told you the story. I hope I did. But if I didn't, um, when I first came to the States in early 80s, I met a young man called Buddy who liked to play basketball. And Buddy was a gym I used to go to help them. I used to work there every week, a couple of times, and help Buddy particularly. And he was so good. This guy was so good. I hope he's still around. I lost touch with him 40 years ago. But and he was relatively young then, so maybe he's in his 60s or 70s now. But Buddy